Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. Ellie Scotney unifies the super bantamweight, two of the super bantamweight belts, WBO and IBF. She already had the IBF. She fought a young French woman of 30 years of age, undefeated, Segolene Lefebre, who came in with 18 wins, only one KO, and we'll get to that later because it's not a surprise she only got one KO the way she throws punches. But no draws, no defeats. Ellie came in 8-0. She hasn't got a single knockout to her name. Now she's 9-0. And yeah, she deserved it. Ellie deserved it. I had it 97, 93. But in the second half of the fight, it was all Ellie. It was, certainly the last 4 rounds. It was just, she was physical. She was by far the best, the harder puncher. And it was quite strange because Segolene Lefebvre, the way she throws punches, they are nearly all arm punches. She doesn't pivot into the punch. She doesn't turn the punches over. It's just she's got a very upright stance, boxes, everything's sort of rangy and elongated. And yet she was forced to fight. There was no variety to her work. And Ellie Scotney, once she discovered that she could take Lefebvre's punches, there was never any question of her fighting on the back foot. Now, she was dressed in Manchester City colours, and she looked at times she did, the commentator said this, but she did look like a female Ricky Hatton. She was swinging these huge hooks to the body. She worked the body very, very well, but not being a hard puncher herself, Lefebvre was able to take the punches, even though she had a very tall, upright, elongated frame. But it was the aggression. Certainly the aggression. I mean, Lefebvre ended up on the floor a couple of times, but not from punches. Ellie was just sort of bullying her and messing her around. And Lefebvre, to her credit, I mean, in the first half of the fight, even though they were very weak sort of arm punches with nothing on them, she was firing a lot of punches. And that's why I gave her, I think, three of the rounds, because she sort of outworked Ellie, who at times was, for the first 4 rounds maybe, was probably trying to be a bit too precise. Once she discovered that Segolene couldn't hurt her, she was just steaming in the front door and landed. She did get caught with a few, the occasional snappy punch, but she was just banging to the head, the body, the head with both hands. And Lefebvre just couldn't keep her off. She didn't have the power or the strength, physical strength, to keep her off. And the fight unfolded in the second half with this. I mean, all the rounds looked pretty much the same, which is to take nothing away from Ellie Scotney. She did what she had to do. Lefebvre is like 5. I think she's 5'6". For super bantamweight, I suppose it's not that for a woman, a female super bantamweight. I mean, Ellie was at least 2 inches shorter, but Lefebvre couldn't use the range. She just couldn't control the distance. She couldn't keep Ellie honest. So, and predictably, this went the distance, considering both women are not punchers. They just don't have the power. But this was Lefebvre's first time out of France. She has actually boxed an English girl before, because in her previous fight, she beat Tycie Gallagher in France, and that was a majority decision. Tycie can fight a little bit, and that was in defense of a WBO title. She actually made quite a few, I think about 3 or 4 defenses of that WBO title. But once she stepped out of her comfort zone, and I'm not being rude to her, because if you come to this country from another country to fight, to put your belt on the line, you deserve respect as far as I'm concerned. But there was only really one winner, and that was Ellie Scotney. And that super bantam, who have we got out there? I suppose Ebony Bridges is a possibility. I always wonder what happened to Shannon Courtney. Has she quit? Has she retired? I don't know what's happened to her. But I know she pulled out of a couple of fights. But you got to wonder, can she go further? By the way, the Ring Magazine belt was also on the line. So Ellie is considered by the Ring to be the champion at super bantam. Okay, fair enough. But her style, if she had power, her style would be a good one, but I don't know if there's anyone out there who can beat her. But because she lacks the power, and because she does insist on coming forward and walking in the front door with lots of punches, someone with power can catch her coming in and time her and counter her. I do think. I mean, I'm being hypercritical here because she's a unified champion. I have to be critical. I have to be. I have to hold her to the highest standard. And Lefebvre was landing punches, even though she had no power whatsoever. But, you know, maybe I am splitting hairs a little bit. Well done to Ellie Scotney. She's the IBF WBO super-bantam champ. So, yeah, good luck to her, you know. Did you see this fight? If so, what did you think? Give me your opinions. How do you think Scotney, how far do you think she can go? Do you think she can become undisputed? That ultimately is the game, the idea. She's got Shane McGuigan in her corner, which is always a good thing. He's a very good trainer. So we'll see how far she goes. But comments below. Thank you for listening to this little video, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And please hit the like button, subscribe and hit the like button, and spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Catch you later.